The next morning, Colt called the horses. We took some time putting away the tents, still wet from the days of rain. But at least it seemed as though the morning was a sun-filled one. We followed Colt into the trees to the path he knew from the map Chain had given him. Sure enough, we made it to a river that was on the map. Even with all the rain, it was rushing quicker, but not too deep for horses. They could easily walk through this. It seemed only 2 feet deep. It must have been a very dry winter and fall for this to be possible. It was quite possibly a dry riverbed just days ago with all this rain to do so little. I was unsure of Sam and Traveler, though from what I knew, lions weren't fans of water. But as we entered the river, so did they, making it across without a problem, shaking their fur off when they reached the other side. Abira shook his boot slightly. Well then, that was easier than I expected with all the rain. I thought we may have to cross downstream. Yes, luck was with us, Colt acknowledged as he looked around. Sam, feel like scouting up as we go? Yes, sir. He always seemed excited about it. He ran off ahead as we followed behind. And this was the order of things for nearly 2 months. There were many stories told by Abira and Traveler as we shared our own as well. I could find very little indifference between Colt and Abira. Sam told us stories of his life and his mother, Julia. Though we could tell he missed her greatly and was worried for her, we assured him she was probably doing her best to look for him and she would want him to be happy till she found him. His main concern was whether she would still love him as a lion, and again we assured him. We knew most definitely she loved him no matter what, which seemed to calm him. She hadn't made any new appearances, so hopefully she was going to be in a better mood next time we talked. We were now only a day away from our herd. Oh, how I was eager to get back. I would have ridden through the night to see them, but Colt led us to the direction of the trees, which was odd. I knew he wanted to see the children as well as I did. We made no fire or camp. Colt took care of the horses, looking to Diligence, who seemed shook. You remember, don't you, boy? It's all right. I went up to Colt, who was stroking Diligence's soft nose as Colt patted his side, looking to him. Even as your mare, I'm sure there is some tradition about riding in on a dead horse, as rare as it would be to do so if even possible. Colt sighed. There would be talk, you are not wrong. If the horse is dead but among the living, so may the rider be dead but among the living as the stallion. It may be seen as a dark thing. What shall you do then? Shall you ride Old Drum or call for Mac? I thought about it most days of our travel. In truth, I never found peace on Mac. Drum is a fine old pony, but not fit for a stallion's horse, and now Diligence is here again. I know his movements, his ways. I would prefer to keep with him, but I know we are headed for many more fights that I do not wish to put him through. He proved himself many times to his last, but since he was gone, other stallions younger, stronger, have taken his place, so he will only be left a lone horse with less chance of survival. Yet if I take him back to the herd, he cannot live in camp as a stallion's horse. Sounds like you're still unsure. I want to do right by him. I patted Diligence. I think you should ride him. You are the stallion of the herd. You were made to be dead but defeated Harolds. Who says the same didn't happen to your Diligence? You're not believing in him enough. I think he still has some strength and fight in him yet. I think the horse herd could do with a few more black foals next spring. Colt sighed. If he were to fail as a leader, it would look not well toward us, love. It's up to you, love, but I think you should take the risk. I know I feel better when you're around him. Abira, overhearing things, you now have a lion by your side, too, in fact. I'm not familiar with your ways, but will it bring trouble for you? No, not as much as you will. What do you mean? I hadn't wanted to speak on it, but my stallion father spoke to everyone. I was of his blood, and you coming, well, I see your conundrum. We do have a striking resemblance. I cannot hide that, I'm afraid. Traveler spoke up. If I may speak, Colt nodded. The kings, though much older than you, could resemble a much older brother, and from the stories I have heard, your stallion made many trips. As a young man to far-off kingdoms, perhaps he enjoyed himself, creating a firstborn in his younger years, much to your surprise when you found him. You instantly recognized him as a possible brother, listening to each other's stories, realizing that was the case. Abira looked to Traveler as well as I. Look, I doubt I could pass for my son's brother. I said, much older brother. Many men have children 14, 15, 16 years old they know nothing of. Colt slightly smirked. It's not bad, traveler. I'm not one to lie to the herd, and it would put my father, the past stallion, in a strange spot without his agreement. Well then, if I may speak again, Colt nodded, more intrigued at Traveler's thoughts. Say nothing, but speak to your father of his wishes. Colt spoke out. I will have to introduce him to the herd. It is custom to do so. Then do so, Abera from the far-off sea kingdom, and leave it at that. People speculate and talk. Let them create the story. If it is found Abera to be my father, I may not have the same compliance of the herd. Then how about the compliance of a lion's kingdom? I looked at Colt. I can't think of anything else we can do to protect your fathers. Traveler spoke freely this time. Shall we talk or be silent? Colt looked to them. You can talk. We won't hide that fact. Sam is not mine to own or be gifted to. He will be seen as one of the boys. Colt looked to Sam. The boys here like to show bravery, so they will take you in, but secretly they will be just as nervous as you, so give it time. Sam nodded. That night I couldn't sleep. All I wanted was to go to our children. Even Colt, so close to home, couldn't sleep. On the other hand, the lions and Abera had no trouble in that department. The morning came with the rays of the sun flowing through the pine needles, hitting the morning dew, making the whole area smell of home. Colt looked to the horses, keeping the new lion saddle in the hut. He came out looking to Abera. Do not think me ungrateful for the saddle, but it is not a part of our culture here to use such things. Gifts are given to be used as the keeper sees fit, not the other way around, Abera said with a slight smile as he was about to get on Traveler. Traveler smelled something in the air. What is it? Abera asked cautiously, which put us all on attention, but Traveler shook his head. It's nothing, my king. The wind here just smells familiar. Familiar? Yes, but I cannot put it into words. Perhaps I will come do my hunting here. Colt looked to him. Just don't take out any horses or buffalo smelling of humans. There are some we use for loads, but otherwise feel free to hunt here. Yes, my prince. With no breakfast, my stomach too tight to eat anyways, we jumped up on our horses and Colt on diligence.